What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and man, let's talk about Eminem because he has a lot of interesting things going on musically right now. As you guys know, Eminem is gearing up to drop his 9th studio album, Revival, on December 15th. He just announced the release date a few days ago, but there's a lot of weird things going on about this album because it's coming out in a time that Eminem is not used to. The last album that Eminem dropped was in 2013. It was the Marshall Mathers LP2. And it came out in a time where streaming wasn't as popular as it is today. So that has a huge factor in how Eminem's performance plays on this Revival album. Back in October 2017, Eminem appeared on the BET Hip Hop Awards and spit a freestyle going at Donald Trump. And that gained a lot of attention for him. A lot of people were talking about him. Every news outlet, CNN, every place that covers politics, every place that covers music was talking about him. So he had a buzz going. Unfortunately, Donald Trump never responded because if he would have responded to that, it would have increased his buzz for his new album a lot more. But that didn't happen. So randomly, he decides to drop in November a single, the lead single supposedly, off his album called Walk on Water featuring Beyonce. And the performance of this song had a lot of people questioning whether people are hyped about this new Eminem album. And you guys have to remember, Eminem is held to a different standard because he's a legendary MC. He's broken a lot of records, so a lot of people expect him to do certain things whenever he releases an album. So the Walk on Water song came out. It debuted number 14 on the Hot 100, and a lot of people were really thrown off by that because it had been almost 20 years since Eminem had not have a song land on the top 10 whenever he released a single. So from 1998 to now, it's about to be 2018, he had a single drop in the top 10. Whenever he released a single, it landed top 10, and this song did not do that. So a lot of people were thrown off, like, is the song flopping? Is it not good? Do people not like it? And in my opinion, this song sucks. I mean, the message is cool. It's Eminem reflecting on his career, him second-guessing himself multiple times. The message in it is cool, to believe in yourself, blah, 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 stuff like that. But the song is just so bad. I mean, Eminem's flow, the way his voice goes over the beat. The beat's not even, you can't even notice the beat there because there's no drums, there's no kicks, nothing. And then you have Beyonce coming in, like, screaming on the song. Not saying that she did a bad performance. I mean, she did good. But it's just a terrible lead single. And I'm thinking the staff over at Interscope Records is realizing, hey, this is the wrong way to go. And I think they've officially taken it out as the lead single of the album, and it might not even land on the album because on the website they first had it as the first lead single off Revival, and then they took that part out and just mentioned it as a song that came out by Eminem. So I think they're realizing this performance of the song is doing bad, and I'm glad it is because the song is not good. Unless you're talking to an Eminem stan who's gonna love everything Eminem drops, the song is not good, man. When the song came out, I knew off, and Eminem has had this, like, I haven't liked Eminem's music since 2010. Maybe Recovery was a good album to me, but Marshall Mathers LP2 was, for the most part, terrible. I didn't like the album. I mean, I liked a few tracks like Headlights, Bad Guy, So Much Better, and like a few other tracks, but other than that, it was not that good of an album. And I think this has a lot to do with Rick Rubin. I feel like the chemistry with Eminem and Rick Rubin isn't good. I know Rick Rubin is a legendary music producer, but certain things don't gel well, and this is certainly one of them. Eminem and Rick Rubin just don't go well together. Marshall Mathers LP2 was horrible, and this is another sign. Another thing that happened a while ago was T.I. and Pharrell on T.I.'s latest album, Paperwork. That album was terrible. A lot of people were getting hyped because T.I. and Pharrell were working together. Pharrell executive produced the album, but it came out horrible. There's only like 2 or 3 good songs on that album. It's just certain things don't work well together regardless of how iconic both these people are. I mean, Eminem and Rick Rubin, both icons. If you expect them to get together, you expect something great, but sometimes it just does not work out like that, and that's fine. That's normal. Don't force something to the audience. And the fact that he's the second executive producer on this album, Dr. Dre's the first, and he's the second, I'm really, really worried about how this album's going to sound. And of course, this is just my opinion. I mean, you guys might like Marshall Mathers LP2. You guys might like that Paperwork album that Pharrell executive produced. Who knows? This is just my opinion. But I'm hoping, desperately hoping, that he releases something along the lines of a relapse. I really wanted Relapse 2 when he announced that it's not coming and then he went with Recovery. At the time, I was kind of happy because just like everyone else, when Relapse first came out, I didn't like the accents. I was like, this is corny, this is whack. You know, he should go back to his regular voice. But over time, the album grew on me, and I considered it one of Eminem's best albums. I mean, the wordplay on that album is insane. Even the bonus tracks, Care for What You Wish For and My Darling, are some of the best tracks ever. And he balanced it out, and there's no like really aggressive yelling. When Recovery came out, this is when Eminem really started aggressively yelling. I mean, Eminem's been yelling on his tracks, you know, throughout his whole career, but he does it in a different tone back in the early 2000s than he does now. Now it's more a really aggressive tone, and it gets annoying over time, and it just doesn't fit him as well as it did in the early 2000s. Maybe it's his tone of voice and how he talked. He switched that up a lot recently, so I don't know what it is, but the yelling has to stop. He needs to find a different tone in approaching a lot of these tracks. That's one of the main reasons why I don't like more of his recent albums. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, you guys can comment below with your guys' opinion and what you guys think. I hope the Walk on Water single is scrapped. It doesn't make the album, and I hope that's not a general sound for the album. Usually Eminem's singles lead to a different sound. The album sounds differently than the singles, which is sometimes a good thing. But this is a really good thing. If this does not sound like that single, it would be a really good thing. So I hope that that whole single is scrapped and everybody forgets about it, that it even existed. I mean, the song went from 14 to number like 55 on the Hot 100, which is an insane drop for Eminem. I mean, that's just, I've never seen that for Eminem in a long time. So with that being said, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys expect from this Revival album? I mean, it's only about 12 to 13 days away, so we're getting it. It's about to come. I mean, we heard that 2 Chainz was on the album, so I don't know what to expect with that track. What do you guys think? I'm hoping he gets back to his roots a little bit. You know, I miss having 50 Cent, Eminem, and Dr. Dre on one track. You know, Dr. Dre producing it and rapping on it, 50 spitting on it with Eminem. I miss those, you know, Shady Aftermath times, so I'm hoping there's at least one track like that. If there's more, that's even better. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping a balance between the Eminem show and Relapse. I feel like the Eminem show was a little bit lighter, Relapse was a little bit darker. I was talking to somebody on Twitter about this, and I would love a mixture of those 2 albums. That would probably be the best Eminem album ever. So with that being said, leave a comment below, like, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news, who changed the music industry, who really won videos, and much more. So definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.